Chapter 8, A Surprise Visitor. Hola, Papa, Kate said. What are you doing here? I thought you couldn't make it. Hola, Kate. My schedule changed and I had a few free days, so I decided to fly out from Los Angeles and surprise you, her dad said. You did, Kate said. How did you know we'd be at Monument Park? Mr. Hopkins looked from Kate to Mike. Is that a trick question? He asked. I know you love mysteries, so I was hoping you'd figure out the note yesterday at the Cyclones game. I was there, but I couldn't stay to watch you bring out the hot dogs, so I wanted to give you a surprise for the second Subway Series game by meeting you here. Kate took a step back. You brought the hot dogs and you left us that note? She asked. We thought it was someone else. Mr. Hopkins laughed. I figured you and Mike would have fun with my riddle. Get it now? I saw you at the Cyclones game, but you didn't see me. He looked at the Yankees plaques and memorials around them. We're meeting at the monuments, and I just gave you something special, a big hug. And you gave me a special hug, just like I wrote in the note. Mike stepped forward. We thought you were a thief, Uncle Steve, he said. Someone took Aunt Laura's notes from the Mets press box yesterday. The security camera showed a man with a Yankees hat and Mets jersey who might have taken them. We thought it was you because that's what the hot dog vendor said the man who left our note was wearing. Yeah, why are you wearing a Yankees hat? Kate asked. You always root for the Mets. Mr. Hopkins tilted his hat back. I do, he said. But since your mom loves the Yankees and I was coming for the Subway Series, I figured I ought to support both teams. That's why I picked the different hat and jersey. Mike looked around at all the fans exploring the Monument Park. But if you didn't take the notes, who did? He asked. Mr. Hopkins shrugged. I'm afraid I don't know, he said. Maybe you can figure that out when you're back at the Met Stadium tomorrow. But I do know there's a big game about to start. Why don't we get something to eat and then watch the game together? Mike started rubbing his belly. That would be great, he said. I've been wanting to try a New York egg cream, he said. Kate made a face. Yuck, she said. What's an egg cream? Eggs and cream? Nope, they don't have eggs or cream. It's a New York drink. I read about it in the Yankees yearbook, Mike said. It's got soda, water, milk, and chocolate syrup. It sounds yummy. Mr. Hopkins laughed. We'll see what we can find, Mike, he said. But before we eat, I have to stop by the Yankees office to drop off a letter. Mike, Kate, and Mr. Hopkins left Monument Park. They wound their way through Yankee Stadium and took an elevator to the Yankees business office. Once there, they had to sign their names in the visitor's log. Kate and Mr. Hopkins signed first. Then Mike stepped up to the desk and signed his name in the book while Mr. Hopkins went to the back to drop off his letter. Look at that, Mike said. I'm an official Yankees visitor. Now I can tell people I made it to the Yankees. I'm going to take a picture. He pulled out his phone and snapped a picture of the visitor's log. He zoomed in and showed it to Kate. Kate studied the names in the logbook picture. She said, very nice, but that doesn't mean you're on the team, you know. Mike shrugged. I know, he said, but it's still cool, just as cool as an egg cream would be. Mr. Hopkins emerged from dropping off his letter. Did I hear something about an egg cream? He asked. Let's go get one and watch the game. As they got ready to leave, Mr. Hopkins pointed to his hat and then his shirt. I'll be rooting for the Yankees in the first inning and then the Mets in the second inning.